everyone. Thank you for inviting us. I'm Sheri Houpt. I'm with the Housing Partnership of Chester County. We've been improving homeownership in Coatesville since 1988. We've been doing that through first-time homebuyer programs and different construction programs. So our ask, what is our ask? We want to increase awareness. We're kind of a really well-kept secret in the county, and we don't want to be. We are seeking to increase our visibility through different partnerships with agencies. We want to share what we have with other nonprofits, with local realtors, developers, let them know what we do and know to reach out to us when they come up on situations and share that with everyone that they come in contact with. We're looking for qualified individuals to participate, the willingness to go through the education, to learn more about what it's about. I always say you're going to be doing this, living in your home for the next 30 years. You better know what you're doing. This is the most amount of money that you've spent. You better know what you're doing, and a little bit of education goes a long way. And of course, we want to work with individuals and families as well. The why. What's the question about? I've been with the Housing Partnership now for 26 years. I've heard the word passionate. You have to be passionate to do this type of work. And doing what you have, HUD has come out with a new guideline saying if you work with any HUD dollars, you have to be a HUD certified housing counselor. And to date, I am the only HUD qualified housing counselor. I've passed the exam. It's years of education. It's going, continuing ed. You have to be passionate. You have to be dedicated. You have to be tenacious and love what you do, love working with the individuals. So how long does it take for our clients? The answer is, they always ask, Sheri, how long is this going to take? And I said, last night in another class I had, how long is it going to take you? How are you going to do this? So I work with some clients over a few months, and I've worked with clients now, my record is about 17, 18 years, because when she started in 2003, life happened. Jobs kind of came and went, regrouped, learned what she needed to do, but we also had to take care of family, and there was a loss in the family, and she had to step up and become the leader of the family, take care of siblings, and have done that. So over the course of a pandemic and a flood, we kind of got her into a home, and she is there. She bought a home in the city of Coatesville, and what was even better was the reason why, if you go into a bidding process now, there can be 30, 40 sites on a home that you look at it, and there could be another 10, 15 offers. And the lady who was selling the home was one of our clients. Went through the program. She looked at all the offers, knew the same story, and she accepted her. And she's in the house, and it was in the city of Coatesville. So that's the why that we are involved in this and what makes us passionate about this. The challenge, how do we give the families, the residents, the support they need to become property owners? How do we give that? How do you conform and meet different individuals' needs? How do you get to know them? How can we prevent displacement? Because once they're homeowners, we want them to stay homeowners. We don't want to lose that. Without the proper education, it's very easy to lose a home, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so in the gap analysis that's provided here for you, this is based on 2020 census tract. So some of the lower numbers at the bottom we feel have increased. But based on 2020 census tract, Coatesville has a homeownership rate of 42%, compared to the rest of the county is 75%. The rental rate, that means, is now at 58%. There are more renters than homeowners. You're not as invested when you're not the homeowner. And we want to change that. 25% of Chester County has the rental rate, the rest of the county. The median home value in Coatesville is about $122,300. We know that has increased since 2020. The median rent is $1,265. Now the bottom number is very important to me. Per capita income in Coatesville is $21,374. To be able to afford a rent right there, based on the formulas that we use, that means your rent can't be more than $535 a month. And yet the median rent is $1,265. That's a gap. That's a terrible gap. It doesn't mean it's not working. So what are the solutions? Every problem has a solution. Well, we have a couple. I hold most important is education. We have to educate people about how to buy a home. You can ramrod anybody in a home. You could give them a home. Doesn't mean they're going to stay there. What are we going to do? So there's education classes I teach every Wednesday night on Zoom for 2 hours a pop. We go through it, just did it last night, going through 4 different topics, so they have a total of 8 hours of education. I meet with them one-on-one to go over their income, their savings, their credit, to talk about them, what they need, what their barriers are. I advocate with them on the home purchasing process. On settlement, we offer up to $20,000 down payment closing cost assistance, and only within the city of Coatesville. We have an extra perk. Stay there 5 consecutive years in a row, and we'll forgive up to 50% of that. That is a great, great opportunity. You just have to seize it. Like I said, advocacy the whole time. I'm with them. Even after settlement, they still come back to our organization free of charge. Ask questions before you go down the drain. Things get in the way. So I do hear from a lot of individuals, and it's great to see them all over the county. The other solution is, before we get into home ownership, see, we're working in reverse nowadays. We're like, well, we need to get a house. The houses are not really affordable right now, but we need to go back to the beginning. We're not teaching our children how to save. They don't know the difference between a debit card and a credit card. And what our clients have said to us through the years, and we put it together, was, how can you please teach our children what you taught us? We've learned, we appreciate it, but we really need you to teach them. So I have done that, and we created the program through the Know Your Money program, and we go into high schools in Chester County free of charge. I'm currently in Coatesville High School. After 3 years of being displaced because of COVID, I'm back in the high schools. I teach 2 classes with the same teacher, and they're seniors. I have a lot of senioritis going on. There we go there. But sometimes you get that interactive student who wants to talk and who wants to be there, and that brings the other kids to focus. They're there, they're listening, they're coming in asking questions. I get a few firecrackers, and I appreciate them. I've also taught classes at CCIU right on the campus of Coatesville. I've taught the 18 to 21-year-olds. Some of the feedback that has come back, they're going into the working world, they're opening up the bank accounts, they have the checking, they have the savings account, and TCHS. So that's our solutions. My new director is here, Ken Hutton, Rob Malone, to help about any construction programs, anything else you need. Thank you.
Sheri, thank you so much for a great presentation. I actually wrote down a few direct quotes from you, and that it is, when you were talking about how home ownership, the challenge doesn't end when you're at the closing table. You said you better know what you're doing, and there's nothing more true than that in home ownership. So thank you for the service of bringing that message to those that really need support with that. What a great, much needed service. And I also have a high schooler who I truly wish that our district taught more basic financial skills. It is so needed. So to hear about the Know Your Money program, that's amazing.
So help me get into that school district.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Sheri, thank you so much. You are certainly wearing a lot of hats and doing a lot to increase awareness. So is the ask and the what you're looking for kind of support to increase your ability to do that, to be out in the community more? Or I just wanted to make sure that I understood the ask properly.
Yes, but to help us to really spread the word, not keep it the best kept secret. Yeah.
Again, I want to thank you for this information, and especially for working with our young people in the school system. It's so badly needed, and actually, you're giving them a head start. So thank you again.
Thank you, Sheri. Just out of curiosity, the individuals you help with the first-time home buyers, do you find that a majority are from Coatesville, buying in Coatesville, or are they countywide, mixed all over?
They are from all over the county, but majority are from Coatesville. And part of it's our location. Downingtown's the dead center of the county. We used to be in Westchester years ago, and a lot were from Westchester. But now that we're in the center, we got more Coatesville.
Thanks, Sheri. I was really excited to hear Know Your Money, because you could teach that not just to the high school kids, but to many.
Yes.
Many
Many do.
adults as well. Great, great, because so often we really get into trouble and don't know how. So many college students will be given credit cards and they have mountains of debt and don't know how it happens. So just being able to educate them is huge. Thank you so much.
Thank you.